it's 2010 now, and one of the reasons I wanted to do this film, one of the main reasons is I'd like to have something that future members can look back on and see who was involved, who made our organization what it is. And to me, you made it. You're part of the backbone of our organization. When people think of the Marin Builders Association, they think Pete Arrigoni, and I think your participation over the last 30 years in our organization has really made it what it is in the public's eye. And one of the things that's important to me is that the public realize that there are contractors in this county that care a lot about the community. And you mentioned some of the projects that I was involved in, and really I'm just kind of going off other members and what they have done, and it's just their leadership in doing projects, doing them for cost or no cost, just to make our community better. And I think that's one of the important things that the public may not realize, that right now there's 900 members in our organization, and we do give an awful lot back to our community. We have a lot of pride in what we do, but we also have a pride in where we live, and we want to make it a better place. And I think you've been one of the leaders in helping me get involved in these projects. And I want to say that to all the members that we have now and to all our future generations of members, this is something that hopefully we can keep going on, and I think it will keep moving on. I think you explained a little bit about, or you explained a lot about what makes a member, or why somebody would want to be a member. A contractor in Marin, a supplier to contractors in Marin, and all the different types of businesses that have things to do with the construction industry. That's what the Marin Builders Association is about. We're the biggest employer in the county if you take into account all the different 900 members. We are, as a group, the biggest employer in this county, and that's something that people also take for granted. That's a powerful part of what makes this county work. In our history, I think the Builders Association started back in 1958, right, Pete?
As an independent, yes. We were part of the North Coast Builders Association, and they spun us off. We started in '58 on Jordan Street. Don Presco was the first president. We still have two of the original board members alive. Pete Larkins and Gene Mallerby are still alive. I would suggest that maybe the board want to consider recognizing these guys. I mean, that's a long time ago.
Right.
And, we're probably the premier organization in the sense that we're a one-stop shop for our members, okay? From the standpoint of potential work, of health coverage for themselves and their employees, of workers' comp coverage. If they have a problem or a disagreement with a building official, we generally get involved and try to work that out and avoid any serious repercussions. But I'm always impressed by the spirit of community involvement that our members have displayed. We work very closely with the County Office of Education, Mary Jane Burke. We being the organization, the School of Careers program, which was one of the most successful public-private programs in the state of California. We were one of 3 programs selected by the Secretary of Education or the administration at the time. I mean, and Cliff, our general manager, is on the board, and we still provide the kinds of educational services, not only to construction, but to nursing and to auto shop and to computers and all that kind of stuff. So I think we touch every fabric of the community in every way. And the other thing that's impressive is that when we get involved with our money, with our labor, our materials, our members. We don't pay lip service to this like some other organizations who want to save the world, and that's about it. Their expense is a lot of rhetoric. We do it with our money, time, and energy. So, most of us are born in Marin, Ted. We respect the environment. How could you not be born in this beautiful county and not respect the environment? And look what you and your dad and all of us have done with respect to trying to restore the fisheries of both Lagunitas and Corte Madera Creek. You know, I think we've set an example. So, and if I were a member, if I just got my license, I'd want to join the Builders Association. People call in daily at the office, ask for references. We rotate, you know, we'll give them 3 names. They're all licensed. Somebody wants a plumber, we'll give them 3 names, or electrician, or a general contractor. And I think that in itself is a great resource. So.
Well, going into the future, Pete, you know, the Builders Association recently bought the Marin Home Show. So this will be the first year that the Marin Home Show is produced in conjunction with Doris Law Bagley. And, you know, I think for our members, it's a great thing. It's a great public relations thing for our members. We're also really getting into the green building technologies, and our members are leading the way in Marin in that technology. And, you know, going forward, I know, you know, 10 or 20 years from now, it's going to seem like, you know, it was just a little drop in the bucket, but this is the first couple drops in the bucket with our, you know, getting going with the green building technologies. We're going to be training people and getting certified right at the organization this year. So if you're not a member, you can get in there and you can learn how to be trained and be certified to make homes energy efficient, take advantage of all the jobs that are going to be created by the administration. And, you know, that's a big thing. And I think that's one of the clear advantages in wanting to become a member, is that you're going to get training, you're going to have jobs that are going to become available because you are a member, and then you're going to have all the networking with all the contractors and suppliers that are members right now. So, you know, we want people that aren't members to look at our organization and feel like they're going to be at home, they're going to be with, you know, their brothers in this brothers and sisters in this construction industry, and make it, you know, make it greater than what it is right now. And I think, you know, the history that we have is great, and I think going forward we want to make it something that just continues to make everybody that's part of our organization proud to be a part, and part of the people that have led us this, you know, direction that we're in. And Peter, you're one of them. So, you know, thanks, you know, for giving us your time. And, you know, if there's anything else you want to say.
Yeah, let me comment on the Marin Home Show. I want to commend the board for taking that step. I think it's a logical fit for our organization. And, you know, speaking about why should someone join in the Marin Home Show, there's going to be booths available to members, right?
Yes.
Not only that, I think, Ted, we forgot to mention, one of the most important things we do is provide good consumer protection to the public. I mean, the 30 some odd years that I was there, the horror stories that I heard from people who called up that dealt with an unlicensed person because they were working next door or something like that was just absolutely sad. And I tried to convey the message over a period of years, and I think the association should continue to try to get this message out to the consumers. Call us, call the Marin Builders Association before you hire anyone. Make sure they have a license, make sure the license is valid, make sure it's not been suspended. You'll save a lot of heartaches and headaches and a lot of money, as you know. Dealing with unlicensed is just a horrendous experience. And I've forgotten what the underground economy is. You know it better than I do, but it's in the billions of dollars, isn't it?
Right, over $100 billion the underground economy costs
people
the state.
Just ripping off old folks and all of that. And that's another thing we do, is we try to keep people out of harm's way. Ted's been a pleasure chatting with you, and keep it up.
Thank you, Pete. And going forward, I know, you know, having you as our you know, guiding light, I'll call you, has been a, you know, a real good influence for me, and I want to make sure that everybody else recognizes, you know, the outstanding work that you've done for our organization. And thank you, Pete.
Well, thanks, Ted. And one other thing, and Floyd could cut this out, we have till the end of the year to shoot ducks. We might get a big storm between now and January 30th. Yeah.